Hi, Mike Randall with the Physics Experience. Today we're going to talk about matter. Now we're all made out of stuff. You're made out of stuff, I'm made out of stuff, this room around me is made out of stuff. Scientists have a different word for everything. Scientists call stuff matter, okay? And if you took any piece of matter and you break it into smaller and smaller pieces, you eventually get down to some little teeny tiny things that sound like a boy's name. Those would be called atoms, okay? So we're all made out of atoms. You're made out of atoms. I'm made out of atoms. All the stuff around me is made out of atoms. That's what makes it matter. So the matter looks kind of different. Like there's this tabletop. That looks different from the water in this glass or the stuff inside of this ball over here. To understand that, you have to understand what those little atoms are doing. So in the case of this tabletop, this is called a solid. And all the atoms are pretty tightly connected. So they might jiggle a little bit, but they really don't change position. So they'll hold their shape very well. A liquid, like the water in this glass, those atoms aren't connected together quite as tightly. So they can move past each other, they can take on the shape of the container, but they don't fill up the container. Okay, that's a liquid. Another state of matter is the air that we breathe. That's called a gas. In a gas, the little atoms are really not connected together well at all. They can zoom around and they can fill up an entire space. So solids, liquids, and gases. So those are the main three states of matter that we're most familiar with. And there's more though, like this ball here. This is called a plasma ball. Plasma is a fourth state of matter. If you look up in the night sky, 99% of what you see is this stuff, plasma. Well, what is it? Well, to understand this, you have to understand something else about atoms. If you could look inside of an atom, there's even tinier things in there. The very center of an atom is a little thing called a nucleus. That's made of positively charged particles called protons, and then neutral particles called neutrons. And then hanging out nearby are even tinier little things called electrons. They have something called an electric charge. We'll talk about charges in another video. So what a plasma is, if you take any other ordinary state of matter, solid, liquid, or gas, and you dump a lot of energy into it, could be heat energy, could be high voltage electricity, you can actually rip some of the electrons off the atoms. So now what you got is these little atoms that are missing electrons. Those are called ions. And then you have the little electrons themselves, and they're just kind of zooming around together. So you can kind of think of it like an electrically charged gas. So now we have four states of matter: solids, liquids, gases, and plasma. Now you know your states of matter. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video today. Come back again soon.